vote and what's so important about this upcoming election so that people know exactly how they can vote. And I would encourage everyone to definitely get out and vote. You know, that's something that I learned at a very young age. My grandfather always made sure to vote every time and took me along with him when I was a little girl. And then when he got too old, I actually would take him to vote. So it was always something that I think that we can share with others and make sure that everybody knows exactly how they can vote. And there are many ways, and it's easy, so I appreciate this information. So we have great information we'll be sure to share about the steps for absentee voting, mail-in voting, in-person voting, and all of that. So I will turn it over to Secretary of State Ashcroft to give us some details.
Well, thank you, Mayor Turgeon, and I want to thank Steve for being here, the county clerk, the one that actually does the election work in Cole County. We wanted to make sure that people knew with the changes in the election law and SB 631 that was passed on the last day of session, that yes, in-person voting is safe. We've done that 3 times in the state of Missouri under COVID. Haven't had long lines, haven't had evidence of disease transmission. It's the best way to make sure your vote counts also. A small percentage of ballots that are mailed in don't count for various reasons, so we always want to encourage people the best way to vote is vote in person. But also there were changes to the absentee ballot. An absentee ballot, you may vote an absentee in person or absentee that you mail in or drop off if you meet one of the 7 requirements. We do have information on our website that we've also given out to local election authorities, and the mayor is very kindly holding up the sheet for absentee ballot. You can get that online at govotemissouri.com or sos.mo.gov, and she would definitely turn that around. You'll see information on mail-in ballots because they are different. With absentee ballots, you need to have an excuse. There are 7 of those. You can see those on our website or on the forms. The 2 that I would want to highlight, there is one for individuals that are confined at home due to disease or physical incapacity. So maybe someone has COVID leading up to the election day. Obviously, they've been told to stay at home and quarantine by the health department. There would be a logical reason to do an absentee ballot, but also a new reason that's given is as option 7. Anyone that is 65 years of age or over, that is immunocompromised, has kidney failure with dialysis, that has moderate to severe respiratory issues such as moderate to severe asthma, they are, we believe, according to the CDC, more potentially adversely affected by COVID, so they may request an absentee ballot. Absentee ballots may be requested in person if you're going to vote in person. You may also fill out the form and put it in person. You may email that form. We changed the law 2 years ago so that individuals may take a picture with their phone after they fill out that or scan it and electronically send it back. You can also mail it back. Then the election authority will mail you your ballot. You'll go ahead and please fill that out quickly. With an absentee ballot, you may mail that back. If you do so, please leave at least 2 weeks, no fewer than 2 weeks, for the Postal Service, just like mail-in packages at Christmas. Don't mail it the last day. Give yourself 2 weeks' time. You may also drop that off at the local election authority, or may have an immediate family member drop that off for you. If you choose not to vote in person and you choose not to use the absentee ballot, any Missouri voter for the first time in Missouri's history may request a mail-in ballot. Now that request may be made in person or you may mail in that request. That ballot must be mailed to you to the address that the election authority has on record. You may then fill out that ballot. All mail-in ballots must be notarized. The Secretary of State's office, if you're here in Jeff City, St. Louis, Kansas City, or Springfield, our offices are notarizing ballots for free. We also have a list of notaries across the state on our sos.mo.gov or govotemissouri.com that have agreed to notarize both absentee ballots, which by law we may not charge to notarize, and also mail-in ballots for free. But with that mail-in ballot, you go ahead, fill it out, get it notarized. It must be mailed back. You may not drop it off at the election authority. And of course, please leave at least 2 weeks for the post office to go ahead and deliver that. We also have a little flyer that we're going to be we put up on our website. We've distributed to local election authorities that doesn't quite have as much information on the individual ways, but it breaks down each way you may vote: in person, absentee in person, absentee or mail-in ballot. What we want the people of the state to know: it's safe, and we want them to participate. As long as you're a registered voter, we want you to participate. And if you're not a registered voter, it's still not too late to register to vote. We want you to go ahead and register to vote and participate. And that's why we're going across the state. Any questions that any of us can answer for you? Maybe sorry, go ahead.
We have our county clerk with us as well. And thank you, Secretary of State Ashcroft, for those great points. Basically, to so many ways that you can vote. And we have our county clerk, Forsmeyer, here with us today as well. So I want to turn over to him. I would also like to announce when you can start to absentee vote, which is
tomorrow. Yep,
so,
tomorrow at 8 o'clock. We have our ballots, everything will be ready. Just come in if you want to absentee vote in person. You just come into our office and put your ballot right in the machine. We have several requests already that need to be mailed out. We'll get them mailed out. Tuesday we'll start mailing them out. So Tuesday and Wednesday, try to get them all mailed out. On election day, just make sure you come prepared. Make sure you have your IDs ready and we can scan them. Make sure you bring your own pen. You can bring your own pen if you don't want to use ours. Just come prepared. So.
And you do have, I believe we've delivered masks to you, and you've spent some of your grant money that you sent to make sure that it will be a good, safe experience for the voters. And when I went to vote in August in person at my voting place, went really smoothly. So you obviously did a good job training your workers.
Thank you. Yeah, we are prepared. We have plenty of sanitizer. We have masks. Secretary of State provided a lot of stuff for us, safety equipment, so we're ready to go.
So County Clerk Forsmeyer, people don't know where you're located. If they want to come and absentee vote starting tomorrow, let us know where they can find your office.
So we're in the Courthouse Annex, room 201, 311 East High.
I need to repeat that.
It's 311 East High, room 201. We're in the Courthouse Annex. We'll be ready. So.
And if they have a question, they're not sure, what's the best number for them to call?
Sure, if you have a question, just call our office number, 634-9101.
Well, thank you all again. And one last time, if you'll give us the website where they can find all this great information.
GoVoteMissouri.com or sos.mo.gov. We're glad to help you.
Great. Everybody vote. Thank you all, and appreciate you for being here. And thank you, Secretary of State Ashcroft.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Mr. Forsmeyer.